precious people of Ghana, is your Nigerian girl Pleasure, bringing you political news in our channel Ghanatube. High Court to deliver rulings on AG's motion against Chief Justice Torkornoo's application on rights violation. The suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Arabasaki Torkornoo is said to at least know her fate on Thursday, July 13th, 2025 at 9 a.m. when the Human Rights Division of Accra High Court delivered a verdict on a motion filed by the Attorney General. And since as the ruling has actually been going on, Chief Justice does not really know her stand now, but it is actually certain that come July 31st, 2025, that Chief Justice will actually know her verdict. Please switch.
The Human Rights Court in Accra, presided over by Justice Kwame Amoako, has fixed July 31, 2025 to make a determination on an application filed by the Attorney General seeking to strike out the Lady Chief Justice's application for an originating motion seeking a judicial review following some allegations made about human rights violation. The Lady Chief Justice has raised issues about the committee set out to look into petitions that have been received seeking her potential removal from office. Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Swemsai, while moving the application, urged the court to look into the matter that has come before it, especially so because the nature of release being sought by the suspended Chief Justice same has either been dealt with by the Supreme Court or is still pending. Lawyers of the Lady Chief Justice, led by Kwabena Edukusi, vehemently opposed to that. Meanwhile, the court has given the parties some timelines to be able to file their respective written legal submission. With respect to the Attorney General, the court said the AG's office is expected to file that by close of day on Monday, July 28th. The Lady Chief Justice had a day more on July 29th to be able to file their written submissions by way of legal argument. Then the parties are back in court on July 31st, and interestingly, July 31st is the last day of 2024-2025 legal year. But what is clear is that a decision will be taken as to whether to dismiss the Chief Justice's originating motion before the Human Rights Court, or the court will be invited to look into the merits by way of issues that she is looking for from the Human Rights Court here in Accra.
We don't know if Chief Justice is actually going to succeed in this, but during the court proceeding on July 23rd, 2025, the court directed both legal teams to file their written legal submissions to support of the motion to strike out the Chief Justice's application by close of day on Monday, July 28, 2025. Additionally, the court has ordered that the applicant/respondent Chief Justice file her written submissions in opposition by Tuesday, 29 July 2025. Also, all parties are expected to address the court on 8 specific legal issues, including whether the application duplicates matters already decided or pending before the Supreme Court, the authority of the deponent to the motion, and whether the High Court has the jurisdiction to entertain exhibit from the Article 146 Impeachment Committee proceedings. Both parties, the Attorney General represented by his Deputy Justice Seremsal and Justice Torkornoo's counsel Kwabena Edukusi and Solomon Obin, are also required to file soft copies of their written submissions by midnight on the respective filing dates. And just the background of the case, like how this case has actually been going on from the inception. In court document filed by Deputy Attorney General Dr. Justice Serensal, the state argued that the issues raised by Chief Justice Justice Torkornoo have either already been resolved or are currently under consideration by the Supreme Court, and Chief Justice Torkornoo has approached both the Supreme Court and now the High Court, seeking to halt her removal process following her determination of a prima facie case against her by President John Dramani Mahama. She also claims that her constitutional rights have been violated urging that she was not adequately informed of the basis of what or which the President and the Council of State made a prima facie determination regarding the petitions against her. They actually really need to really be pulling her along to know where and how she has actually really gone wrong. Chief Justice Torkornoo also alleged that she has been subjected to invasion searches when appearing before the committee and has questioned the neutrality of Justice Gabriel's court, who is participating in the proceeding despite being involved in related cases. Consequently, the Attorney General has actually outlined several related cases that have either been determined by the Supreme Court or remain pending before it. This includes Justice Gertrude Araba Torkornoo versus the Attorney General and 5 others in J8/113/2005, Center of Citizenship Constitutional Electoral System LBG, and versus the Attorney General and 2 other, and Vincent, the Attorney General, and every other cases being mentioned. According to Dr. Anen, those ongoing or concluded matters render the current high application improper. The issues forming the basis of the orientating motion have either been adjourned by the Supreme Court or are pending before it. This Honorable Court is therefore urged to strike out the Chief Justice application for judicial review, he actually said, and thereby at least calling out that the Chief Justice review or everything that actually came to court should actually be dismissed. Chief Justice Torkornoo was suspended by President John Mahama after the President, in consultation with the Council of State, found a prima facie case against her based on the 3 petitions of her removal, which have actually been making wave. And we've actually really heard that the court is actually at the verge of ruling on the Chief Justice case. It is actually in few days' time they will actually know the fate of the Chief Justice. Please
presided over by Justice Kwame Amoako, has fixed July 31, 2025 to make a determination on an application filed by the Attorney General seeking to strike out the Lady Chief Justice's application for an originating motion seeking a judicial review following some allegations made about human rights violation. The Lady Chief Justice has raised issues about the committee set out to look into petitions that have been received seeking her potential removal from office. Deputy Attorney General Dr. Jessie Swemsai, while moving the application, urged the court to look into the matter that has come before it, especially so because the nature of release being sought by the suspended Chief Justice same has either been dealt with by the Supreme Court or is still pending. Lawyers of the Lady Chief Justice, led by Kwabena Edukusi, vehemently opposed to that. Meanwhile, the court has given the parties some timelines to be able to file their respective written legal submission. With respect to the Attorney General, the court said the AG's office is expected to file that by close of day on Monday, July 28. The Lady Chief Justice had a day more.
Now you've actually seen that it is actually really going to be on Monday, 31st of July 2025. That's the day of the hearing. Please really do well to like, comment, and follow. Put on your notification bell so you get all our news.